Hi, this is Billie Beene here with a special report, August 9, 2022, new. In June, my equipment and my old YouTube channel went away. This is a new YouTube channel. I have a subscribe button in the lower right corner of my screen. Thanks for like, subscribe, and share. Episode 358, special report. U.S. and NATO, we know, are engaged in a proxy war, and Ukraine have bombed Crimea, which is a part of Russia. So will Russia respond by taking out command centers of the U.S. military inside the U.S.? Or NATO command centers for that? Okay, so my sources for this are a roundtable held by G Lira. It's a journalist out of Kharkiv, Ukraine, and some of his guests included Dima, military summary, who had up-to-date information on this. This attack just occurred a few hours ago, and I'll draw you a map. So we know that Ukraine has been involved in this offensive in Kherson, Nikolaev, in this area close to Crimea. And Crimea is formally considered to be a part of Russia. And we understand there are 200,000 Ukraine troops as part of this offensive, and that in the last 10 days, Ukraine had moved 60% of their artillery, ammo, plus from the Donbass front line. And the Donbass, this is Luhansk, Donetsk, Donbass. Now, we understand Ukraine is currently putting out mines in this area. They're small petal butterfly mines designed to kill animals, pets, children. For an adult, they take off an arm or leg. But they have moved 60% of their artillery and ammo from this front line in this area right here to Kherson. Now, what has just happened is in Crimea, right about here, we've got this location called Dovivka. This is a Russian sea fleet. This is a port city. There's also an air base here. The explosions, there were 12 explosions just occurred on August 9. And some of my sources for this are Gonzalo Lira, a roundtable military summary, and Reuters and other news outlets are picking it up. So here's a time. This just happened a few hours ago. And the Russian governor of Crimea, Sergei Aksyonov, and the Russian military is downplaying this, as they did in the loss of their ship, the Moscow. They're saying that it was a Russian military ammo supply that blew up, but there were 12 explosions right here And then a short distance away at another Russian military installation, a few hours later, more explosions. Now, what's going on is that possible scenarios, and this is also the trajectory that was put out. So, I mean, this takes away from Russia downplaying it from this area right here, and that the trajectory came from here to here. Now, some sources are talking about HIMARS being used, and in that case, that would definitely be the U.S. military. So from here to here, the scenario is HIMARS. The HIMARS are only being fired by U.S. military. Another scenario putting out is sabotage. Another scenario is amphibious special forces. But we're talking about amphibious coming on taking out a port. But there's also this second location right here, a military operation. All right. Some of the responses being put forth and speculated on is Russia, because this was a direct hit, a direct bombing on Russian territory, Crimea, that a possible response may be Russia bombing U.S. Military decision making. It could be military or it could be political. Now we know that political doesn't exist except in a shadow form. And Fort McPherson in Atlanta, Georgia, we understand was taken down a couple of weeks ago. That would be part of the shadow U.S. government operating. We don't have a formal elected U.S. government operating right now. Now for the military decision makers, would that be the Pentagon or another shadow military location? So we'll see. Would Russia retaliate by bombing the Pentagon? I would say that's unlikely. Would Russia retaliate by bombing some areas of U.S. troop locations inside Ukraine? I would say bank on it. So this is the conclusion of my special report, and we just need to be in prayer for both Ukraine and Russia and the U.S. So I love you, and I'll see you soon. This is the end of my special report.